Hello chess lovers, Suren here, and in this video let's take a look at a very interesting game which was played in round 4 at 2019 FIDE Grand Swiss International Chess Tournament. This game was played between Ukrainian chess grandmaster Ruslan Ponomariov and Georgian chess grandmaster Baadur Jobava. But before starting our game, make sure that you are subscribed in order not to miss my future uploads. In this game, Ponomariov was playing with white pieces and he opened up with e4. Jobava responded with Caro-Kann defense c6, d4, d5, knight c3, d takes e4, knight takes e4, and bishop f5. We see this well-known classical variation, knight g3, bishop g6, h4, h6. Black is creating a safe shelter for his bishop, knight d7, h5, bishop h7, bishop d3. After which we have the exchange of light squared bishops on d3 and e6. Of course, all this is a theory seen many times. Bishop d2. Another popular alternative is bishop f4, but we see bishop d2 not allowing any checks from a5, knight f6, white castles queenside, bishop e7, king b1, a prophylactic move, queen b6, and a rare knight e5. Well, in here, usually white is either playing rook e1 or c4, but in our game, Ponomariov chose knight e5 continuation, rook d8, queen e2, and black castles kingside. And it was in here that Ponomariov made a very interesting move and he put his knight on g6. This is actually the logical continuation of this queen e2 move. A similar idea we have already seen in Caro-Kann defense. That was in a game played between Magnus Carlsen and Ernst Sipke. In case you missed that game, I will pin the link in the comment section. That game is just a wonderful one and has raised a huge interest. At FIDE World Cup 2019, instead of playing knight g6, in here, in a game against Yesipenko, Ponomariov chose knight takes d7. The interesting thing is that in that game, he had forgotten about his preparation about this knight g6 move, and he goes for this knight g6 only nearly a month later against Jobava. With this move, white is attacking both black's dark squared bishop and the rook on f8. If black accepts the knight sacrifice, then queen takes e6 check is coming. If rook f7, then h takes g6, and if a move like king h8, then simply white can either choose between queen takes e7 or even this bishop takes h6 is playable, which is allowing white to gain a ferocious attack. But in our game after knight g6, we have bishop a3 by Jobava. He is creating a direct mating threat. Bishop c1 and rook e8. Still, capturing on g6 can be dangerous because of this queen takes e6 move followed by h takes g6, and then white will target the pawn on h6. That's why in our game we have rook e8 and rook d3. Now the bishop on a3 is under attack, and instead of moving it back, Jobava made an interesting move and he captured on b2. After bishop takes b2 in return, he captured on g6. Finally, f takes g6 is on the board, h takes g6, queen b5, knight h5, and a5. Black wants to organize an attack on the queen side, but with only a single queen, that seems to be an impossible task. King a1, white is unpinning his bishop, a4, bishop c1. At any moment already, in some cases white can go for moves like bishop takes h6, a3, but now this bishop should stick to b2, not allowing any unpleasant checkmates, and there it goes with g4. g5 is the threat. Of course, white is not even thinking about grabbing a pawn on a3. It's all about using the time effectively, you know. Let's see who will be faster. e5 by Jobava, but this turns out to be a mistake. Instead, it was better to go for the exchange of knights and only then play e5. But in our game we have e5 straight away, which is allowing white to go for g5, and already knight takes h5 can be made with queen takes h5. Knight d5 was played, queen f3, rook e7, the threat was queen f7, rook b3, queen c4, and g takes h6. Black's king side looks very vulnerable and victory is just a matter of moves. Bishop takes a3, and now what are you going to do with your rook? c5, knight g3, white is freeing the h5 square for the queen, and also the knight on f5 can be even more useful. e4, queen h5, queen takes d4 check, bishop b2, and after queen d2, without waiting for white's knight f5 move, black resigned. Yes, after knight f5 actually the game is over, guys. It's difficult to find a good continuation for black. Black is suffering heavy losses, that's why after queen d2 Jobava resigned. Well, Jobava stepped into a well-prepared line in classical variation and failed to show an adequate resistance. This is modern chess, guys, where opening preparation is playing a huge role in the game. Well, in the end, let's also solve a chess puzzle. Please take a look at this position. With her last move, black moved her queen on f8 square, but with that move, black is stepping into a checkmate in 3. Please pause the video and try to find the winning line for white. I will wait for your answer in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Here are more suggestions for you. Feel free to check them out as well. I will see you in my next video. Take care.